Welcome to Married to Portuguese. On each episode, my English-Irish husband, Bob, and I discuss and laugh about our life and adventures in the Portuguese culture. Hey, hey.
Hello again.
Hello again. Hi, guys. We're back. We figured, we were going to talk about Valentine's Day.
Well, I saw it's Dia Dos Amigos?
Oh, Dia Dos Amigos, yes.
That's what I said.
Yes, you did.
That's what I said in my mind.
In your mind, you said that, yeah.
So what is this day about?
Well, what's funny is how does it go? In Portugal, you don't just have Valentine's Day. You have Day of Friends or Friendship Day.
Okay.
You also have Girlfriend's Day, which means all the women, all friends, all girlfriends of women, all women get together and go out to dinner, have a good time. You know, we celebrate friendship, girls' friends. And now there's also Guy Friends Day, or o Dia dos Amigos, which is the guys. And so they have halls and restaurants where they just have tables set up and for restaurant to all guy friends to get together and celebrate guy friendships. It's a little different. And of course they have Valentine's Day. They have Valentine's Day for the namorados, for the lovebirds, whatever. But o Dia do Amor, whatever. So there's all of these days. It isn't just Valentine's Day. It's
okay.
Because we like to celebrate. I think that's what it comes down to.
I'm trying to wrap my head around it. You've got a lot of festas.
Yes.
Is Hallmark behind all of them?
No, but they probably should have a good hold in Portugal because there's a card.
Do you have to exchange cards on these days?
No, you don't.
Do I have to give my best friend a card on?
No, but if Hallmark was involved, there would be a card.
Okay.
There would be a card.
That's fair enough.
All right. That could be a great business for somebody out in the Azores in Portugal. Creating cards for these things.
Okay.
It's just a getting together with friends because, of course, not everybody has a Valentine. Not everybody.
I would think those would catch on.
You would think. I think it's a wonderful idea because, they're throughout life, yes, you have a Valentine, the person you love, you're my Valentine.
You're my Valentine.
Yeah, woohoo. And, but not everybody has a Valentine. Who says everyone needs a Valentine,
That's fair.
It is fair. I think that's a wonderful thing to say, okay, we're going to celebrate, Friendship Day. So, and that could mean boys and girls, men and women. It isn't just, whatever. And then also Girlfriend's Day. But it doesn't mean, hey, you're my girlfriend. No, it's all women that are all friends because that's really important also. In life, that is important. Friendships are very important.
They say one of the largest factors in loneliness and depression as you get older is there's a direct correlation to how many friends you have.
Yes.
So I would say anything that celebrates friendship.
I think that's a beautiful thing.
And lets people get together.
Yeah. I mean, you're right. And I think more of that needs to happen here in the United States.
We need to slow down and enjoy each other's company a little bit more. We got away from that with COVID.
Yeah, we did.
And it's funny how society has changed since we were kids in the last millennia.
Not that long.
But, growing up, everybody read the same newspapers, they watched the same TV channels, you listened to the same radio stations, you heard the same music. So whether you knew somebody or not, you had a lot of things that you could connect on because we all had the same popular culture.
Right.
And then now we're all watching something different, we're listening to something different. It's almost impossible to break through with music or a TV show because the audiences are so small. It's just hard to get together. We're not even shopping anymore, right? We're having groceries delivered, or we go to the store and they bring them out to the car.
Right, or we go in and it's already set up for us and we pick it up or whatever the case may be. And yeah, you're right. And before COVID, my friend Paula, she would always have a night of friends. a night of girlfriends. So it was going to dinner with all her amigas, which was all the women who were part of her life. And it was wonderful. We would do that every year, leading to COVID, and we haven't done it since. We still haven't done that, but that was something I always looked forward to, because it was all people who you haven't seen in a while. You get together with girlfriends, and it's just nice. It's a nice thing. It's a good thing to start. It's a good thing to start again. So for those out there thinking, "Oh, I need to whatever," I think that's a great way to start.
Yeah. Yeah, we were talking a couple of weeks ago about the recipes that Maria cooks and promotes online, and thinking about putting a purpose behind it.
Yeah.
And so we were thinking, well, maybe we'll say, look, we're going to make this dessert this week, but we're not going to make it for ourselves. We'll talk about it online, and we're going to make it with a purpose to deliver it to a friend.
Right.
And then maybe we can arrange time for that friend to have coffee and dessert, so we're not just dropping it off and
correct
waving and going out the door. But
with real intention.
Yeah.
With real intention. And I think that's a good thing, especially where, a lot of times when it's like Valentine's Day, a lot of people are left out. A lot of people are left out. Mm-hmm. So I kind of like the way that the Portuguese kind of handle this, and that it is not just Valentine's Day. It's not just a couple to celebrate, because you can you're very lucky if you have great friendships that last a long time, or you have friendships that are always there, and you might not see them for a while, but you pick up the phone or you meet with them, and it's like you haven't had any space of time of being away from each other. You just pick it up. Those friendships are so important in life.
Rare.
And rare.
But rare. Yeah. You need to
work on it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you need to work on it. So that is yes. So I love that. I know you saw that and you're like, what is this Friends Day of Amigos? Where did I miss that? And I'm like, oh, Bob, it's a whole thing. It's a whole different, It's not just for guys. There's one for just girls. There's one for comadres, compadres, which is like, those that are not part of the family, but through marriage are become like, family members. It's just a whole bunch of, if there's a way to make a party, to have a celebration where it includes food and drink and laughter, we're going to find a way. And
I'm definitely on the cynical side of this, because when I see that there's a day, they're trying to sell me something to get me to spend. But, I mean, if it was...
Oh, my goodness.
spending for a party to get together with friends...
And then it's worth it.
And...
Absolutely worth it.
Big companies not making money off
No. That is just a real great way of being together.
Yeah.
And I like that. And then, of course, so we're going into February. It's almost here. I mean, it's right here, right around the corner here. So, but I mean, growing up, did your family have Valentine's Day stuff? Anything special for Valentine's?
No, and I'm sorry, Mom. If we did, I don't remember anything. Here's what I remember, Mom. You're off the hook. When we were kids, my mom would get us Valentine's Day cards, and we'd get some candy.
Okay.
All right. So that was kind of the tradition. Parents giving and of course at school we'd make
gifts,
cards and stuff for our parents. So I guess that's fairly typical.
Yeah.
So we would do that, and that was plenty. I don't remember my parents doing anything.
Yeah, my parents did not
to celebrate their love.
No. Yeah, equal with me.
And look, we're in the Northeast of the United States, and it's February.
Cold.
It's going to be cold, snowy,
lousy
weather.
Yeah.
The restaurants are going to be full. The roses are overpriced. It's really hard to get behind this.
And this is...
If I knew I could just get you a swallow, or, an elephant.
With the tail.
With the tail.
With the trunk up. Yes, let's not forget that. Well, what's funny is you sound just like my dad. When you say those things, you sound like my
A
dad.
very smart man. So
He
careful
was.
what you say.
He
Careful
was.
what you say.
You know, I adored my father, but my father was a very practical man, as you are. So he would be like, you know, why would you spend that on that day? You know, Valentine's is every day. Every day you love someone. You know, it's just one day to show them you love them. You love them every day. So it would be like, why are they buying that? It's so expensive. Roses are so expensive now. Don't buy roses now. So it would be, you're pretty much the same way.
You know, I don't go to work for myself, you know. I could live on much less. Every day I express my love.
You do. You do. You really don't need one day out of the rest of the year. You're
Careful, this is on film.
Oh, well, no. The rest.
You're
no,
letting me
no.
off the hook.
Oh, I am letting him off.
Oh, I'm keeping this. I am keeping
Well,
this.
we're saying this, but you know very well that when we celebrate Valentine's Day, we never celebrate it the weekend of Valentine's Day. For the simple fact of the places are too packed. I don't want to. I don't need that.
Our birthdays are in the winter as well.
Yes.
So we kind of wrap it all together and we take a day and
my
treat ourselves.
My birthday's in January. His birthday's in February. So we always take some time later in February, or sometimes even in March, that we go, you know what? Let's go away for a weekend, or let's do something special. And it's like, okay, this is our birthdays, this is Valentine's, and we kind of like throw it all in together. And that is what we do.
Yeah.
It is, because it's not just one day.
It's kind of a winter celebration at this point.
Yeah, you're right.
Lump it all
Lump it all together, and it's okay. It's okay. I'm okay with that.
Really go crazy.
We're really okay.
That's what we do.
But yeah, no, for my family, there was no Valentine's anything. I mean, the only thing that I knew because it was Valentine's was because of school. And we'd have to make, you know, the little cards for your parents, and you had to make all that stuff, and you'd bring it home, you know, whatever. But there was no special celebration for Valentine's.
I remember a bunch of years ago, like 8 years ago, we were on San Miguel, and we went out with your
that's
cousin,
right. That's right.
with
Joanna.
to
Yep.
a really nice
Oh, it was beautiful.
Valentine's Day dinner dance.
Dance, yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah, we have been very lucky and blessed to have gone to San Miguel at different times of the year. With the exception of January. I don't think we've ever been there in January. December and January, we've never been there.
Won't make it this year.
No, we won't.
Not for January.
Not for January. But December and January, the only 2 months I think that we haven't been there. All the others, we've been there at different times that we've gone over the years. And one of the times we went was in February.
Mm-hmm.
And so Anna and Joan were like, there's going to be, you know, a dinner and dance. And in Lagoa, it was in Santa Cruz.
Yeah, Santa Cruz.
At the old
Abbey? Monastery?
Yeah, monastery.
Nunnery?
Yeah, whatever that is. And it was wonderful. It was a dinner, and then it was music and dancing, and it was really very, very sweet. And they came around and they took pictures of you together with like a heart, so you'd have a little, you know, remembrance of Valentine's Day, and every person got a flower. It was very sweet. It was very sweet. Yeah, that was the only time we really ever did anything like that there. For me, that was
there,
like,
yeah,
there. That was wonderful. Yeah.
I'm not even aware of. I'm sure that happens around us. I have no idea.
Yeah, no idea either. Yeah. Oh well. And then
I'll put my best man on it. See what I can find.
Okay, you do that. It won't be me. But the other thing we have coming up is St. Patrick's Day.
Mm-hmm.
So then with St. Patrick's Day, we had a lot of messages or questions about, do you cook? Do you make...
I do.
He does. He's a really good cook. And he's an awesome baker. He's an awesome baker, too. And
Guilty.
Yeah, you are. You're really good. And the other thing, if you grew up with corned beef and cabbage.
And Guinness and soda bread.
Yes.
So, no. Quite frankly. No. My dad wasn't really a beer drinker, and he was a steak guy. He was not a corned beef guy. So there was that. And soda bread occasionally. But I like corned beef, and I like Guinness, and I like soda bread. So we try to get some corned beef
Yes.
around St. Patrick's
Yep.
Day. And I drink Guinness occasionally throughout the year. In the summer, it's great with a scoop of ice cream. I know that sounds sacrilegious, but it is tremendous.
It's almost like a Guinness float.
It is a Guinness
A
float.
Guinness float. Okay. So I make the corned beef and cabbage, and I do put in a chorizo. I do put that in there.
You've got to bean it up.
I've got to, because it needed. I mean,
it needed nothing.
Well, I like it with it.
Again, traditional Irish cooking
Does not have that.
They couldn't afford spices.
I
right?
know.
Salt and pepper were
I know.
outrageously exotic.
I know. But needless to say, I do like the corned beef and cabbage because, of course, I had it the first time, and I'm like, oh, it's a boiled dinner. I said this in that like
Are you from
real
New Bedford?
New Bedford. I am. I grew up in New Bedford, but that was such a bad accent that came out. Whoa!
It's a boiled dinner.
It's a boiled dinner, and so it's like all it's missing is, because I've got the potatoes, I've got the meat, I've got the cabbage. All I'm missing is the chorizo. So it's like I can put in the chorizo in there, and I did like the first time after doing the whatever, and I'm
Don't
like,
say no to chorizo.
no, and it adds a little bit more flavor too to the.
Sure.
It does. It just does. So I do kind of.
All right. Well, we've got 6 weeks to plan for this.
Yeah, which is really good.
We should
really
probably
good.
start planning now.
We should.
Excellent. All right, it's time to plan.
Time to plan.
It's time to plan.
Okay, guys, it's time to plan our
birthday, Valentine's Day, winter celebration, and then our St. Patrick's Day celebration.
Wow, that's a lot.
We got a
Okay,
lot to
guys,
do.
cheers.
Cheers. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and we'd love to hear your ideas for topics. Ciao.